Hey guys, and welcome to Chapter 9 of the VesperArcade Super Street Fighter 4 tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to go over execution techniques. This tutorial will go over the hand techniques you can use for the game, such as basic plinking, pianoing, sliding, and double tapping. Okay, let's start off with plinking. Some people pronounce it p-linking. Either way, it stands for priority linking. Now plinking is pretty difficult to explain, so I'm going to have to go this step by step. But what it does is it uses an exploit in the game where I can choose a button and it will double that input one frame apart, and essentially what it does is it doubles my chances to land a one frame link. One frame links are the hardest timing combos in the game. This is one of the most important exploits to learn in Super Street Fighter 4. All high level players use it, and it's one of the roads that you pretty much have to cross in order to achieve 100% execution. Okay, so before I show you the hand technique on how to do it, I first have to explain a certain system in the game, and this pretty much explains why this works. Okay, to start this off, first I'm going to explain what happens when you press two attack buttons at the same time. So if I press light punch and hard punch at the exact same time, you'll notice that hard punch comes out. Dan's doing a hard punch. This will happen 100% of the time. If I hit these buttons at the same time, hard punch will always come out. It's because hard punch has priority over light punch. Hard punch also has priority over medium punch. So if I press medium punch and hard punch at the same time, hard punch will still come out. If I press medium punch and light punch at the same time, medium punch will take priority over light punch. Now I'm going to show the order of priority on the screen, and basically what this is showing you that any button on the right pressed at the same time of any button on the left will take priority if you press it at the same time. This also works if you press three buttons at the same time. Like I said, whatever takes priority over everything. So if I press light kick, medium punch, and hard punch at the same time, hard punch will come out. Now keep in mind there's also that light punch, light kick is throw, and then focus for the medium buttons, and taunt for the hard buttons too, if you put those combinations in. Now this has existed in older Street Fighter titles and other fighting games as well. Now what makes Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, what makes these games different though, is that when you hit a button one frame after the other. Now I'm going to scramble the inputs here on the left side of the screen. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to hit hard punch one frame before medium punch. So I'm going to go 1, 2 like that. And just watch the inputs on the screen. Now notice that I only pressed two buttons, but on the screen you see three different hand icons, three different punch icons. Okay, so you see the single red hard punch. That's the first input I pressed. But then when I hit medium punch one frame after, you see the two punches right there, as if the game is telling me that I hit them both at the same time, which I didn't. But still, how the game reads this input is that you see how it shows the yellow and the red, how I hit medium punch and hard punch at the same time. Since hard punch has priority over medium punch, the game registers that as just hard punch. And because before that I hit hard punch, the game is basically saying I hit hard punch one after the other, one frame apart. What makes this special is that you shouldn't be able to hit a button one frame apart like that. If you try to hit a single button one frame apart, you can't do that, because the way it works is that one frame is me pressing the button, and the second frame is the button being released, and then the third frame is the button being pressed again. The reason this is I think it is because Capcom doesn't want people to be able to use turbo controllers and do one frame link combos very easily using turbo controllers. That could be one reason. But using this exploit, you can. Now, why is it only the Street Fighter 4 series that does this input where when I hit one after the other one frame apart, it says that the second input is meeting him both at the same time? I'm not really sure. If I were to guess though, I think it's another type of leniency that Capcom has put in the game for me to do an input that they think that I want to do. So I'm gonna guess that what they did was, if I'm hitting the buttons not quite at the same time but almost, I think Capcom assumed that I wanted to do an EX move. So what they did is they put a lenient input to me do an EX move easier. That's what I think it is. Okay, so I'm going to show the hand technique on how to do plinking. Basically what you want to do is you want to separate the height of your fingers ever so slightly so that they're spaced apart. Now let me show you a different angle here. Okay, let me show the top of the stick. Now look at my fingers. Notice how one of my fingers is higher than the other. I'm going to use medium punch and light punch as an example. So I want to hit a one frame link using medium punch. So medium punch will be the button that I'm hitting first. Now what I'm going to do is indent it slightly and then just press down. Now look at the input on the screen. That's what the plink looks like when you did it correctly. It helps when you hit the buttons quite hard. If you hear the sound of two buttons being pressed really well, you're probably doing it too slowly. It almost sounds like you're hitting one button. Okay, now I'm going to scramble the inputs here. And I'm still using medium punch and light punch as an example. Now, when I hit both of them at the same time, so in other words, I'm doing it too fast, and I just go like this, that means you did it too fast. So look at the input on the screen. And remember, I'm trying to use medium punch as the plink, because medium punch takes priority over light punch. Okay, now I'm going to show you what it looks like when you hit it too slowly. So if I hit it too slowly apart, that's what it'll look like. It'll just show medium punch and light punch. They'll be separated. Now, if you guys are still confused on what button you should be pressing for what combo, I'm going to go over that in a second here. One more thing to know is that you cannot plink light punch, and that's because light punch does not take priority over any other button. On top of that, you could only plink the light kick if you're crouching, because if you're standing, then you'll just do a throw. And light kick only takes priority over light punch when crouching. So that's just something to keep in mind. So now I'm going to go over some combo examples to fully explain this. Okay, so the first plinking combo example I'm going to use is linking Ryu's crouching hard kick after his standing light punch. This is a one frame link combo. Now as you can see, it's a difficult combo to do. I'm either hitting it too early or too slowly because I'm always one frame off. But what plinking does is that it makes me input the button twice one frame apart, so it turns a one frame combo into essentially a two frame combo, doubling my chances of it landing. Okay, so how do we figure this out? Since we know that the part that's the one frame is the crouching hard kick, so what we want to do first is find what does crouching hard kick have priority over on the joystick. We know that hard kick takes priority over medium kick. This is the easiest because these buttons are right beside each other. Just imagine that every button on the right usually has priority over buttons on the left, like this. Okay, so we'll be plinking using roundhouse and medium kick. Okay, so first we're going to make sure we're plinking properly here, so I'm just going to show what plinking looks like in real time, hard kick and medium kick. Look at the inputs. That's me doing it a few times in a row. Remember what the input looks like when you're plinking properly. Okay, now I'm just going to do the combo using plinking. Now as you can see, my execution is now 100% using plinking. Okay, I'm going to show this example one more time from a different angle to make sure you guys fully understand how I'm pressing these buttons. Okay, since I'm doing this by myself, I can't show you me doing the combo at this angle at the same time, but I'm just going to hit light punch like I did at the start of the combo, and I'm going to show you with my fingers how I'm doing the hard kick, okay? Just from a different angle. Now, remember, since I'm plinking hard kick, I'm taking over priority over medium kick. So I'm hitting hard kick first, then medium kick one frame after. So this is what it looks like when I do the entire combo. Here's me doing it slowly. Notice how my fingers are indented like this, okay? One's higher than the other, and I'm just depressing it.